If you're locked in, waiting for GTA 6 to drop, I have really, really bad news for you. And you're not going to like it. The news is that you are a loser. You're a loser. You have nothing going on in your life. I'm going to explain to you in this video why. So hang tight. There's a little bit of nuance to this. It's not as straightforward as, oh, you play video games, you're a loser. I just think that when you're making something happen in your life, when you're actually accomplishing your goals, when you know who you are as a person, when you're a producer and not a consumer, there's no world in which you sit around for months waiting for a video game. I used to be just like you. I remember when I was just like you. I was a normal guy working my 9 to 5, making less than $40,000 a year, and I would search for escapism. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for escapism. And one thing I noticed when I started to get success in this life, in the real world, or at least what I think is the real world. I mean, this might be a simulation too, but when I started to find success in this world, I noticed fairly quickly that my urge to escape reality died down dramatically. I used to play video games and I used to go out and party. I used to drink. I used to club. I used to do all of those things. But once I started getting real money, once I started making real moves, I no longer felt the urge to play video games all day or watch TV all day or goon all day or do whatever other thing people do to escape. I was locked in. I was locked into reality. The only time I would go out to maybe drink is when my friends would hit me up, and it was more of like a networking situation than me just going out to drink to escape reality, to escape the 9 to 5, to escape the grind. When you are successful, you don't need to play a video game to live the luxury life. You don't need to play a video game to be popular. You are doing it in real life. You're playing GTA in real life. When I had my McLaren, when I had the Porsche, when I had the other cars that I've owned in my life, I wasn't trying to pretend to have those things in a game. I didn't need to go play a game because I already had the things in real life. If you're living a lit life, you have the girls, the money, the houses, the supercars, the network, the experiences of true success happening around you. You don't need to play a game. And I would argue that if you're playing video games nonstop and you haven't made it, then you're never going to make it. Video games are a filler. They're holding you back because they give you the feeling of success when you get that 2 million Shark Point car in the game and other people are like, wow, nice car in the game. It gives you that feeling of you made it, even though in reality you didn't make it. If you're going to spend all your time playing video games, you might as well plug into the Matrix. You might as well bring the actual Matrix from the movies and jack into it because you're not living in reality. And you could be the coolest guy in GTA 6. You could have all of the houses, all of the cars, all of the influence in the game, and none of that matters when you go into the real world. You don't have any of the respect. You don't have any of the luxuries. You don't have any of the benefits of wasting hours and hours and hours and hours playing a game. So I really think that it's a trick. Now, do I think that they're doing it on purpose? There's evil people trying to hold you down? No, not really. I think that they're giving you what you want. You don't want to lock in. You don't want to focus on your goals, find yourself, figure out what you want to do in life, and start working on the true passion that you found in order to make those millions, in order to become successful. You don't want to do it. And the media knows you don't want to do it. Influencers know you don't want to do it. YouTubers know you don't want to do it. TikTokers, Instagrammers, they know you don't want to do it. Everybody knows you don't want to do it. So we're going to give you what you want. We're going to give you that sweet, sweet escapism. Let you run off into the horizon thinking that you've done something in your life. Meanwhile, you've been jacked in the whole time, being drained of your attention span. Because that's what you want. You don't want to have the supercar in real life. You don't want to have the McLaren in real life. You don't want to get to Porsche status. You don't want to do any of that stuff. You think you want to, but you don't. What you really want to do is sit on your couch, put on your headset, and have a good round of GTA with the boys. And then you want to go to your 9 to 5 to put the fries in the bag. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves here, man. I'm tired of lying to you, and I'm tired of hearing you lie to me. You're not going to make it, and you're happy. And that's fine. Everybody chooses their own path in this world. This is a choose your own ending story. And you can choose the ending of being a loser who smokes pot every day, has an ugly chopped girlfriend, if you can even get one. You're probably an incel. Spends all their time playing video games and talking to other nerds on the internet about video games. Or you can be a guy who locks in, makes a bunch of money, drives a supercar in real life, meets cool people in real life, travels in real life, owns property in real life, and earns success in real life. It's easy. I've already said it. It's super duper easy. There's only 2 things you need to do in this life to make it. You need to find out who you are, and you need to find your passions and be yourself. Easy. But are you going to do that? No, you're literally doing the definition of the opposite. You're going to be somebody else in a video game, an avatar. And you're going to invest all of your emotions and all of your thoughts and all of your feelings into that avatar. And before you know it, your life will be done and you haven't done anything. GG's, it's over for you. Meanwhile, the people who saw the illusion and were able to see like, oh, this is a waste of my time. Let me go out into the real world. Let me escape the matrix actually and get something done. Those people are going to be living their real best life. And I know that this message is not going to land in a way that people are going to enjoy it and agree, because most of you are losers. That's the truth. Most human beings on this planet are not going to make it, and that's fine. I'm talking to the people who have potential to change, and the people who don't, they can continue living in the fantasy world. It is fine. Don't take my message to heart. It's okay. You can be a loser. You know, and this is not just towards people who are playing video games, right? It goes towards everything. Sports, drugs, excessive partying, chasing females for absolutely no reason, investing, anything that is not finding out who you are as a person. It applies to all of those things. Everything in moderation, man. I'm not saying that you can't play video games ever. Heck, I like playing a good video game. I probably will buy GTA 6 when it comes out, but I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours playing it. And I'm sure as hell not going to sit here before it's released and do a wake waiting for it to release for months and months and months, making it the sole purpose of my existence, like some of you have. It's lame, it's weird, it's cringe. You need to wake up. Your life is passing you by. You know, I run into these young guys all the time and they see me, and some of them watch my videos and they tell me stuff like, oh, bro, Unc, you're hating, Unc. Unc, watch when I get to your age, Unc, I'll be there. First of all, they don't realize that they're only like a few years behind me. Second of all, when you get into your 30s, if you spent your 20s playing video games and wasting all of your time and not getting any skills, not skill stacking, you're not going to be me when you're in your 30s. You're not going to have a McLaren. You're not going to have a family. You're not going to have anything. Life doesn't work that way. Life is literally a video game. That's like how you have to get your skills up in GTA 6 and you need to do missions in GTA 6. You need to do missions in real life. You need to stack your skills in real life. You need to get your stats up in real life. You don't just wake up one day with full stats, new game plus. That's not how this works. I spent my entire 20s. Yes, I partied a little bit. Yes, I played video games a little bit. Yes, I chased females to a certain degree. But I spent my time stacking skills, running missions. How many missions have you ran? Do you have any rare loot? Come on, man. You guys need to wake up, bro. You really do. I'm disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed in you. You're sitting here and you're waiting for a video game like your life depends on it. The time that it's taken for that video game to release, you should have already owned a supercar. It's not that hard. I am working on a bunch of things. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see what the game is going to be about. I'm not going to say, oh, don't play the game at all. But you got to do everything in balance, in order. You got to put your priorities in the right order. And your priority right now should be learning everything you can about AI, about tech. I mean, if that's your passion, you know, maybe it's not your passion. So I'll take that back. Those are my passions. Those are things that I'm interested in. You go find what you're interested in and learn that and become the best at that and start a business or a project or a course or something with whatever you're passionate about. But unless you're going to be passionate about this video game and lock into a degree where you actually make money, which I doubt, because that's the craziest thing about it. You guys want to lock in about the game, but you're not even locked in the game. You're not even like, you know, the guys that are in China that are like farming points and coins and all kinds of stuff and selling it and making millions of dollars through the game. You're not even that guy. You're literally just a consumer. You're being lobotomized, your personality's being erased, and you're signing up for it. You're volunteering. You don't know who you are. And that's the sad thing. The sad thing is that a company like Rockstar, Take-Two Games, can come in and tell you who you want to be. And you'll agree to it without a second thought. You'll say, oh, yeah, Rockstar, I'm whatever you tell me to do. I'm whatever you tell me I am. You want my money? Here, take it. Even though I only make $15 an hour minimum wage putting the fries in the bag, I'm fine. Because your game is going to give me the escape from reality that I need. Your game is going to make me feel important. Why not feel important in real life, man? What are you doing? Really? It makes absolutely no sense. Your life is flying by and you're just letting it slip through your hands. It's really, really sad. I think that when you're in that situation, you don't see it. That's the problem. When you're in that situation and somebody like me tells you this, you reject the message because it hurts your feelings and it exposes your vulnerabilities. It exposes your shortcomings. So you don't want to hear the message. You say, oh, this guy's a fucking hater. Oh, he thinks he's better than us. Who the hell is Scott Leonard to tell me what to do? But I'm just trying to help you because you're cooked. From my perspective, looking down, I see you walking in circles. You're in a cycle. You're in a loop. You're literally a slave to the consumer market. They tell you what to buy, you buy it. They tell you how to dress, you dress that way. They tell you how to act and how to talk, and you do what they tell you. You believe the narrative. And you have a lack of scope to a degree that you can't even see that you're trapped in a cage. A slave. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're all slaves. I'm a slave. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Unless you're the top guy, you're a slave. Even the top guy, even Elon Musk is probably a slave because you still have social obligations. You still have a bunch of people telling you this and telling you that. Now, you can choose to ignore them because you got fuck you money. But either way, you're going to be a slave. But at least be a slave with some freedoms. At least be a slave with some authority. At least be a slave that can enjoy life to a certain degree. You have a few freedoms. It's a sad thing to live your entire life as a serf, as a pleb. Wasting your time playing a game that's not going to get you anywhere in life. You're not learning anything. No new skill. No new skill. As a man, that's the reason why you're here. You're not here to be a consumer. You're here to provide, bro. You're here to supply. You're here to create. You're here to lock in. You think that your ancestors killed each other in battles for thousands of years for you to end up playing GTA 6 on your sofa in your underwear with no money and no bitches? Come on, bro. Make that make sense. Seriously. Make it make sense. Your ancestors are tossing and toiling in their graves right now, observing your shortcoming in life. The disappointment. Hundreds of thousands of years of evolution wasted because you want to play a game. A game that at the end of the day is just going to exploit you and try and take your money. Just like last time. The guys who develop these games are not even gamers. They're literally suits. They're literally sucking you dry, trying to take all your money, making billions and billions of dollars while you sit in your underwear. They're living the GTA life. You're not living the GTA life. You're pretending to live the GTA life. You're literally in the Matrix. Like all of these people are, last year, the year before last year, Andrew Tate had you all riled up. You need to escape the Matrix. And then the Matrix says, here's the version 6, version 6 of the Matrix. And you're like, yo, sign me up. I'm eager to join. Do you not see the irony in that? This is why I know for a fact that in the future, when there really is a Matrix, just like in the movies, they're not going to have to force you to join. They're not going to have to trap you and tie you into a seat to make you lock in. You're going to volunteer. You're going to volunteer because you're weak. You have nothing going on in your life. You just want to escape. So I'll leave you with that thought. Go find your passions or don't. Continue living in this dream that you're sitting in, thinking that you've made it when you haven't, because you're playing a game. You're looking at pixels on a screen and wasting your time. You don't need to cut off all video games, but if you haven't made it yet, if you're not even halfway there, then you should really seriously consider what you're doing. I've said this a bunch of times about other things too, like drugs and partying. If you're a multimillionaire, if you're a billionaire, if you're a trillionaire, then you can do whatever you want. You can play all the video games you want. You can chase all the pussy you want. You can go to all the clubs you want. You can waste all the time you want because you already made it. But if you're that guy working that 9 to 5 for less than 100,000 a year, you don't have the luxury to waste your time partying and doing drugs and chasing girls and playing video games. You just don't. And if you think that you have that privilege, that luxury, you're tricking yourself and you're gonna regret it. When you get to your 30s and you have nothing to show for your entire life, you haven't accomplished anything, you're gonna regret it. So lock in. Lock in. Get off the internet, go find yourself, and subscribe to the motherfucking channel. If this is your first time watching this stream, go subscribe because I have more hard truths for you coming